I wasn't anywhere near ready to admit that I could have been capable of that. So even though every time she said that, it just hit home, and I'm like, oh my gosh, she's reading my mind, oh my gosh. But I couldn't bring myself to say, okay, fine, this is what happened. I just was not mentally ready to even go there or even admit to myself that I lost control like that.
They call me Punk Rock Tony, and this is my page, Echoes Across America. Today we're going to do part 2 of my 3-part series of locations of where Jodi Arias' story took place. Tell a little bit of the story, but really, just kind of jab jaw when we're out front of these places. And you can just see where the stuff took place. Part 1, I sat out front of the house and had a little bit of a script, but I've made it up to the point where she starts to display the crazy, and then guy scared the life out of me. Well, there it is. Perryville Prison, dude. The forever home of Jodi Arias. This place is massive. Built in 1981, the Perryville Prison has a max capacity of around 4,400 inmates. In the 2020 census, there were 3,403 inmates. And Jodi Arias was one of them. When I was coming in on the highway, which is right directly behind me, you got downtown Phoenix, about 20-30 miles that way. The California border, Arizona-California border is about 100 miles that way. So the area where this prison is, it's not exactly the middle of nowhere, but you're definitely starting to get out of town.
The State of Arizona versus Jodi Arias, verdict, count 1. We, the jury, duly impaneled and sworn, in the above entitled action, upon our oaths, do find the defendant as to count 1, first-degree murder, guilty.
It's at the very end of the story. This is where she ended up. This is where she is. This is where she's gonna be. It's not going anywhere. All right, the Estrella jail. It is not the Estrella jail. It is the Estrella jail. So when she was arrested, she was brought here, and she spent 7 years here in between her being arrested and her prison sentence. And this is a lot smaller of a place than the Perryville prison. But it is a nasty, ugly, dirty place, man. I had found a documentary on Hulu that it pretty much starred a couple of the people that she had contact with in here before her story was really super public, and before she kind of had any sort of fame and notoriety to her name. It was just a girl, oh, she's in here because she killed her boyfriend? Oh, that's crazy. She doesn't seem like she could do something like that. She was doing tattoos in that jail. These people that were in this documentary who, they seemed like decent people. Both had tattoos from Jodi. And I think in the documentary, one of them ended up getting the tattoo that Jodi did covered up, because she's just like, she lied to us, ultimately knew, like, hey, this girl's a really bad person. All right, here we are. We are in downtown Phoenix. Trusty, dusty downtown Phoenix. We're going to go check out the courthouse where all her drama took place. City Hall. Out front of City Hall. There is not a lot of traffic and not a lot of people out today. It's kind of wild for downtown Phoenix. This place is usually full of, hey man, do you have a cigarette? Can I have $1? Or people going to a baseball game. The Maricopa County Courthouse is right over here. Phoenix City Hall. Court and Government Complex. I've had to come here a couple times. Things happen. You gotta go to court. right in the heart of downtown Phoenix. I mean, the Diamondback Stadium is right down the street from here.
Her trial began on January 2nd, 2013. On February 4th, she took the witness stand for 18 days. Closing arguments were on May 2nd and 3rd, and May 8th of 2013, the jury reached a verdict, guilty of first-degree murder.
And really, in the end, nobody bought it. Nobody bought the story. You know, it's just, you took that poor man out. The evidence was overwhelming. And now she's over there at Perryville. I know I talked a lot about things and I left a lot of things out. I really just wanted to hit the locations of where this stuff took place, and in the future go cover other cases and do the same exact thing. But now, you know, the last thing to do for me to make a part 3 and close this Jodi Arias chapter of my YouTube journey, we're gonna go over to Riverside, California and visit Travis Alexander's grave. Pay my respects to somebody that was taken from this world and 100% did not deserve this. And I know that some people like neighbors, friends and family, obviously, they don't like people going around and telling these stories and posting them on YouTube and all that stuff. But at the end of the way that I look at it is, it's like he deserves to be remembered, and his story deserves to be told in a way where you look at it and it's like, this guy did not deserve to have this happen to him, you know, and he deserves to be remembered as the good person that he was. And that's why I'm doing it. And also, I just have a little fascination with true crime, and I do like to go by these places where these things happen, and not for any morbid reasons, just to be able to see them, check them out myself, and get out of my house.